97.3 Est-Ouest 91.7.
RMR is 9 o'clock. The news with Eris Stewart. Good morning, Eris.
Good morning, Sophie.
We start with the headlines.
On this World Population Day concerns mount over Mauritius's low birth rate and its long-term socio-economic implications. Strategy 2025-2030 Mauritius charts new path for financial services as government unveils a bold roadmap to modernize and globalize the financial sector. Mauritians finding opportunity in Luxembourg's booming finance sector. More details in this bulletin. Tragedy in Saint-Pierre sees woman killed while husband is taken into custody. Odisseo Aquarium marks 33,000 kids reached in marine awareness campaign. In world news, Trump announces new 35% tariff on Canadian products from August 1st. And in sports, Ben Healy wins stage 6 of Tour de France after daring solo breakaway. And starting this morning with World Population Day, we take a look at a worrying phenomenon, the low birth rate in Mauritius, where the population is just over 1.2 million, according to the latest estimates. This is a small country for which its population is its main resource, and according to experts, if the trend is not reversed, Mauritius will face major economic and social problems. On this subject, Nyama Narayana Reddy spoke with Vidya Charan, director of the Mauritius Family Planning and Welfare Association.
Mauritius is aging. Today, 2.7 active workers support each retired, but soon that figure will fall to just 2 workers per pensioner. It's a demographic shift that's raising concern. And Vidya Charan says birth rates has steadily declined over the years. Apart from economic pressure, lifestyle choices and career focus also play a role. Mauritius may be small, but it now faces big questions. More than 40% of its population is over 65. So what does this mean for the country's economy and its future? Fewer young people in the workforce will impact productivity and long-term growth. To counter the trend, new measures are being introduced to support families and encourage childbirth. Childcare support, parental leaves, and awareness campaign are now part of the national strategy. Mauritius, though small in size, is facing the same global challenges as other nations. Sustainable resource management, adapting to social and environmental changes, and staying competitive in global markets.
Moving to finances, the financial services sector is an important pillar of the Mauritian economy. It accounts for around 14% of national wealth and supports more than 36,000 jobs. It also contributes more than half of corporate tax revenue. With its indirect effects, it accounts for around 25% of GDP. To strengthen this sector, the Minister of Financial Services, Dr. Jyoti Jitan, presented the Strategy Report 2025-2030. The goal is to build a stronger, more modern and more internationally oriented sector. Among the priorities are digitalization, the development of fintech and greater competitiveness with hubs such as Dubai and Singapore. Working committees will be launched soon to implement these reforms. Adrien Valliere and Ashi Batu give us more details.
We need to take important actions to support better development across the various sectors. The financial sector is the biggest contributor to our GDP, and its potential is growing even further with fintech. Today, we need to create new products and position ourselves as a jurisdiction that offers a solid investment holding and corporate structures. A lot is evolving, whether it's in trade finance, innovative solutions, or fintech. I believe we are moving in the right direction, especially if we continue to build a culture of education and awareness around us. For us, the challenge in the coming years is to maintain our competitiveness. Today, many financial centers are emerging, including in Africa, in places like Uganda and Casablanca, so the competition is intensifying. We absolutely need to improve in terms of ease of doing business because this is a sector that relies heavily on human capital. If we don't address the issue of talent and skills, we won't be able to grow in the financial sector. We need people who are able to deliver and carry out the work that needs to be done.
And moving to travel-related news, known as a popular destination for high-level finance professionals and attracting many foreigners, Luxembourg also attracts Mauritians who have the necessary skills, especially in the financial sector. Mauritians easily integrate into the Grand Duchy, where nearly 48% of the population is made up of foreigners. But why does this country attract Mauritian professionals? Rishi Gopal sought answers from Adila Dioman Mustafir, human resources expert and director of Talent Lab.
Luxembourg has a dynamic and robust economy, driven mainly by the financial sector and the information technology industry. Due to its continuous growth, the country faces a shortage of workers in several key sectors. This opens up opportunities for Mauritian professionals. The Grand Duchy has a small population of around 682,000, with nearly 48% foreigners. Luxembourg ranks among the most cosmopolitan countries in Europe. The promise of global exposure continues to draw our fellow citizens. Among those who leave, less than a half return to Mauritius.
And in other news, the lifeless body of 37-year-old Noshin Chadi was found in Saint-Pierre this Thursday. The autopsy performed by the chief medical examiner of the police, Dr. Sudesh Kumar Gangadin, concluded that Noshin Chadi died from a skull fracture. According to preliminary findings, the mother who lived in Saint-Pierre was attacked with an iron bar. Her husband, a suspected drug addict who has been taken into custody, remains the prime suspect. Noshin Chadi's mother told police that her daughter was also a victim of domestic violence. And in other news, marine ecosystems and their biodiversity have been facing numerous threats for some time now, most of them caused by humans. In the dock, pollution, climate change, habitat destruction, and the introduction of invasive species. Their preservation is of paramount importance as they contribute to climate regulation, oxygen production, food security, and coastal protection. The Odisseo Aquarium wanted to do its part through a series of initiatives, and raising awareness among Mauritians about issues related to marine biodiversity is one of Odisseo's priorities. It is proud to have reached 33,000 school children in 3 years. It's 9:07. You're listening to RM1, where we move now to international news. Donald Trump announced yesterday that he plans to impose 35% tariffs on Canadian products starting August 1st, in the latest of his 24 letters sent to trading partners around the world since Monday. Instead of working with the United States, Canada has retaliated with its own tariffs starting August 1st, 2025. We will apply 35% tariffs on Canadian products exported to the US, regardless of any sectoral tariffs, the US president wrote in a letter to Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney, which he shared on his Truth Social platform. And finally, moving to sports, Irish rider Ben Healy of EF Education Easy Post claimed victory in Stage 6 of the Tour de France after an impressive solo breakaway on Thursday in Vire-Normandie. Meanwhile, Mathieu van der Poel of Alpecin Deceuninck, who was also part of the day's leading group, takes over the yellow jersey, edging out Tadej Pogacar of UAE Team Emirates by just 1 second. That's all from me this morning. Thanks so much for tuning in. Now stay tuned to Easy Listening Playlist until 10 a.m.
RME, la nouvelle radio.